Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Vols will kick this deep to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Beck. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And now the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Great cut there. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who's on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Ayamaleva. Looking right. This one caught. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Trying to create here on the move. And the ball to the ground. Defense has got the football.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Matthews. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Dropping back. It's Ayamaleva. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First and 10 now for the offense. They'll hand it off.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
He pulls it in for a big gain. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. Big Smith. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. He just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense been back. Handoff to the single back.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He's brought down out at the 46.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got him for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it here. Breaking tackles. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Looking for 6. Oh, the pass is picked off. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. He's at the 50. Across the 40. Inside the 20. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And there's the handoff. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the Bulldogs move into the red zone. Trying to find some room. It's ETN. And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Beck. He's escaping the pocket now. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The attempt is no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Breaking through defenders. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. 1st down now. And now the running back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here's the 2nd down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Ayamaleva. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's complete downfield. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Volunteers have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Oh, the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out, it's Frazier. He's tackled at the 17, so a little bit better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. And the running back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Oh, my, what a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking to throw. It's Ayamaleva. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls in the catch. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Volunteers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Shotgun formation here on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They call the counter play here. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
Finding space at the 20. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him. Take it. But instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Can he reach the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That's reeled in. It's Sampson. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First down. We're going to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing.
He's looking deep here. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Look out, he's got some space. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring out second down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Ayamaleva. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The Vols will have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to throw. It's Ayamaleva. Now rolling out to his left. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The sure hands. It's Lewis. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Ayamaleva. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Escapes the pocket. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Vols will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. They'll kick it away here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Extra point makes the lead 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Tennessee, 17.
Bringing it out, it's Matthews. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leading it in the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Fires it to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
I know this defense. Hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And the jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Can he get there on the ground? Tackled, but first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Back to pass. It's Beck. He's moving out of the pocket. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They stop him right at the 24.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Sampson. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. And the Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On third and short, they hand the ball off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they
just runs through a man, a mismatch. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The Volunteers looking to keep this drive rolling. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He has been a game record today for this defense, taking advantage of this big stage.
And, Chris, when we sat down with him in our production meeting, he didn't have a lot to say. He was very focused on what he needed to do. Just had a feeling he might step up and have a big game.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to throw. It's Ayamaleva. On the run here. Lets it go. There's another interception. We're losing track. Going the other way. Can they catch him? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Dogs. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Georgia 35.
Now they get set to kick it away.
17.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Volunteers will take over. First and 10.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. With sure hands, it's White. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Volunteers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking to throw again. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And looking for a big play here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So second down after the incompletion. Scanning the field. It's Beck. Quick throw to the left side. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
By the back. Gain of 28. First and goal, Georgia.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Defense is coming after him. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Second down, looking to throw it. Pass rush closing in. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a big hit at the end, but even with a fresh set of downs. So one play moves the ball to the 41, another first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Running out of time in the pocket. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Now it's second down here. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. The offense going with the hurry up. Looking to throw it on third and very long. That's reeled in. It's Sampson. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Breaks the tackle. Gets into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down. I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football. And by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
That gain makes it second and medium.
Come on, set. Alert, alert.
Handoff heading left. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a... Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Dogs. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT.
That makes the score Georgia 56, Tennessee 24.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick off.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? Grab down the middle. It's Brazel. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The ball's looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Pick up a nice gain like that. Those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Looking for some space. It's Lewis. Running with purpose. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Third down coming up after that running play. To the air, it's Ayamaleva. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
He slings this one deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
And looking to throw now on first down. Pressure is coming. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The Bulldogs come to the line in a hurry up. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. He's going to take another shot right here. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one. But it will set up fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that will help them down the road.
That run sets up a critical third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Using his legs, it's Selden. The Volunteers pick up enough for a first down.